Hey, welcome back to the second part of the video. Today I'm going to be finishing wrapping the headliner in Alcantara. More specifically, today I'm going to be doing the sunroof, which I also need to wrap. So you can tell that I already got the headliner off, and as you saw in the previous video, I already got it wrapped. And now we're going to be focusing on this part. And usually this has a little bit of it has a little design right here that goes in, and it has another design that goes in here, but this is so sagging that you can't even see that. So I realized in the last part of the video that I didn't include any things that I used to wrap the headliner or what I used to glue it down with. So today I'm going to be showing you also what I used. What I'm using to glue it is the 3M77 because this works great with fabric. I tried using the 90, but it just didn't stick as well as this one does. I got the Alcantara from a friend, so I don't know exactly where that came from, although I do know it was from a fabric store that was closing down. And I got the foam from Hobby Lobby, which is really cheap actually. It was $25 for 3 yards, so that's not too bad. Also found a random cat. We didn't find him, he just showed up one day and never left, so he always does this, sits on every single car, the F30, the M3, the M5 back there. Although, if I had to do it again, I'd probably buy from eBay the actual kit with the foam and the fabric together already, because it is a pain in the butt to glue it all together. So to get started, you're gonna have to actually connect the connector back on so that you can move the sunroof a little bit back so that it isn't exactly flush with the roof, but just sitting a little bit lower. And first turn the key and then move it back. So maybe something a little like this, but maybe less. So next you're gonna need some sort of tool to pry back the sunroof, and you don't want to damage it too much, so try to use something that won't damage it. So I'm gonna start with this side, kind of move it back. You can see it's already starting to move, and then make more room to the other side, move it back, and you can already see it's starting to move, so that's what you're gonna have to just repeat. Now that I've wiggled it far back enough and it starts to hit right here and not move back any further, what you're gonna want to do is turn the key again and kind of move the panel up, and it should slide back freely. So now we're actually ready to get started, and to get started you're gonna have to remove these 3 size 17s right here, and then you're gonna have to move on to the harder part, which is gonna be actually under the sunroof, which is 2 screws that's gonna be right there, and the same thing on the other side. So something that you'll also find useful is I picked up the sunroof all the way to the top, and that cleared so much space for me that I could actually fit my hand in there, and I could turn the Torx really easily and there was no issues. The only problem is me getting the actual Torx out, and I use that doing a magnet, and there it is. So now all I have to do is just switch over to this side, unscrew this side as well, and then I'm ready to take the whole sunroof off. So I think I forgot to mention, this is actually a Torx, a T20 if it'll focus, but you get the idea. So now you'll notice that the sunroof actually picks up, but before you can go any further, there's 2 clips in the end, and it's kind of like a little knob that's kind of pushed into a metal piece that you're gonna have to just push out, if that makes any sense, but I'll show you in a second. So this is the little knob right here that was pushed into the metal piece right here. So to get it out, just push on this gold part, and it'll just pop right out. Alright, just like that, I'm ready to take out the sunroof. Alright, perfect. So I got the sunroof off, and I saw these little things. I'm not too sure what they are, so I just taped them over because they're loose. And what I had done is I pulled the whole sunroof forward, but not too much so that this piece could slide up, because this is the actual sunroof part. And now you're gonna have 8 screws, 4 on this side and 4 on the other side, also Torx by the way. So now I'm gonna get ready to do those. So it's actually 10, not 8. I did all 10, and now I'm ready to just pull it out. And that's it, now I'm ready to wrap it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be peeling back this side right here, all the way down to the end right here, and then leaving this sticked on, just so that I can re-glue the rest of this piece, so that when I lay down the Alcantara, it's going to be softer to the touch. So what I'm doing here is I took a razor blade and I'm just pressing it down lightly and scraping off the rest of the glue that's remained on the actual sunroof. So it does good work. It takes some time and you gotta put some effort into it to actually make it work. The longer pieces is what's the best because legit it's just a long piece and it doesn't take much time. And I only have I think a quarter panel left to do. So after cleaning up the area a little bit, getting what I possibly could, I sprayed down the first coat, and as you can see, I let it sit so it's stuck very well. There's no issues there. So I kind of peeled it back a little bit just so that I can put down the next level over here and on the other side too, because that's how this glue works. And it is just phenomenal. I 100% recommend it for fabric and stuff like that. So I'm about to spray this part down a little bit right here, this part, and this part right here as well, so that I can finally put all of this down and peel back again and repeat the process for this part as well. Now that I'm ready to put the headliner back, I can remove the top, which I've already done, and I can start off by taking that piece right there, sliding it back into this part right here, but of course I'm going to have to lift this up, and then I'm going to start screwing in these 10 bolts, then I can put the sunroof back on top. Another good tip is that this piece right here slides, this bottom piece, so if you need it, you could slide the piece up, that way you don't have to keep moving the headline around. And if you're confused on the orientation of how the headliner is supposed to sit, then you could easily see that this part has a little oval right here and a little clip that goes inwards and goes forward. So this is how it's supposed to go. Little clip right here where it's like a finger length, that goes to the front of the vehicle. So it's getting a little dark here, so I'm gonna have to kind of use the flashlight, but I got the top part of the headliner in, or at least from the inside. I secured it on 10 little bolts, as you can see. Now I'm ready to put down the top part of the actual sunroof. So I'm starting to remove the tape off with this one right here, but I already did it on this side. And I also pushed the headliner back. I raised it up a little bit back to where it was in the center. And then I pushed the headliner back just like where it was, but not too far, so that I could still touch it, so I could still see it and pull it back whenever I need to. So after I put the top sunroof on, I screwed in these 3 17-inch bolts or nuts on all 3 sides. And so now I'm going to be ready to screw in these T-bits on both of the sides. So yet again, it's a different day. I actually had to stop working because it started raining. So I quit, I just put the top back on. But now you can see that I fully secured it, everything's on. I'm going to have to do something about this little rubber piece right here. I don't know why that is like that, but I'm going to have to order a new one. So everything looks good, even from the inside. I still haven't installed the actual headliner because something's wrong with the mechanism right here. This piece keeps sliding out, so I'm gonna have to think about something. But as far as all the controls work, everything works perfectly and there's no problem. So yeah. So yeah, again, thanks for watching another video. Next time I'm probably gonna be doing bushings because something's wrong with the transmission mounts. The shifter moves to the right as soon as I start to drive or get on it. So that's probably what's gonna happen next time. So thanks for watching the video. Click the subscribe button, share, and stay tuned for more.